all of you. Here we begin with the second class for companies assessment MAT. Now in the very first class, lot of discussion we have done in detail of what is the procedure, why MAT is applicable, and if you have to follow and pay minimum alternative tax 15%, on what profit you have to pay? Book profit. How to calculate book profit? Net profit as per the P&L account, as per the books. Do some add and less, which is given in explanation 1 to section 115 JB, right? After doing that add and less to the net profit as per books, what you get, you call it book profit. And on this book profit, you have to pay 15% minimum tax required, then surcharge, which is applicable 7 or 12%, and ESES. This is one aspect. How do you calculate your normal income for the companies? Do pick up the net profit as per the P&L account. Do add and less as per what you have studied in income tax in your inter. Expenses debited but not allowed in 43B, under 40, like that. So do all add and remove all the other incomes, and whatever income you get, pay 30% flat rate of tax if it is Indian company. Is MAT applicable to foreign company? Yes. Then foreign companies will pay how much tax? 40%. If the turnover of the company 2 years back in 20 and 21 is less than up to 400 crores, then you will pay 25% tax. So pay the tax. Compare your normal tax and the MAT, whichever is higher you have to pay. How to take the credit, we will do today at the end of the class if we reach over there. Okay. So आराम से पढ़ना है. MAT is compulsorily asked. Some of you are writing, I think most of you CMA exam, some of you are writing CA CMA, both जो भी है, MAT is question is asked minimum for 8 marks. MCQ separately are also asked. 8 to 10 marks out of 100 marks is the weightage of this topic called MAT. Okay. So let us do one thing. What I was thinking is orally I explained you all yesterday the MAT part. आज एक काम करते हैं ना, इसको लिख के देखते हैं. Let us read and do it all the add and less. Hoping you all are having material, and I am on page number 53. Page number 53. Okay. Do watch the video earlier one so that we till here we have completed yesterday 7th problem the, but right from the beginning I want to go. This is all introduction about MAT. Yesterday we started. I'm not explaining now how is it applicable and all. Few things I have skipped, like foreign company I have yet not covered for all of you. So leave it right now. Then we have seen in book profit, add what is given in explanation 1 to section 115 JB. Okay. So one by one, if you check all the item, ki add income tax, interest, surcharge, all, but penalties and STT are allowed. In income tax, the story is different. This is the journey from the net profit as per P&L account to the book profit. For what purpose? MAT. There the journey is from your net profit to the add and less to the business income. Add amount carried to reserve. I think rather than reading again everything, and I have explained you the less concept. Unless you are not clear with this concept, I don't know those who have missed yesterday, how much you will follow. Because I always say कि अगर class miss हुआ है तो class आने के पहले listen to the lecture, no? If some of you would have messaged, I would have uploaded it raw because converting takes, the technician usually कल का lecture आज he will upload. Chalo. So let us go to the notebook and start with this MAT. Yeah. We did which problem yesterday? The 7th problem we have done. In between some problems are pending. Definitely I'll check everything, don't worry. But thoda ye dekho, this was the logic I explained yesterday. Your normal income, business income on the right hand side here, you have to pay 30% tax. and your MAT you have to pay 15%, whichever is higher, then compare and all. Allowed, disallowed, what you have studied in income tax. So let us make a format right now, or uske liye let us write it all together. Okay, right. So format, write down. I'm dictating also. I want all of you to write it together. It might take another 10 minutes, but it is worth doing this so that when we do problems, we will do it at a faster pace. और जो जो adjustment problem में है वो भी लिखते जाएंगे. Format of computation of book profit. Format of computation of the book profit for MAT, for charging MAT, and this is given in explanation. Generally, I don't stress so much on sections, dear students, but this is very important. So explanation 1 to section 115 JB. Are you all with me? Likha apne. If you try to copy, you might not follow. So better. In exam, you have to do add and less. But just to remember the format, I am giving add and less on the left and right hand side. Is it clear or not? Start always with net profit as per profit and loss account, dear students. First you write add, then you write less. But right now, to show you the comparatives, I am doing add and less together. Add और less हम साथ में करेंगे. ठीक है? चलो. In add, the first item you have to add is income tax, surcharge, e-cess. Income tax, surcharge, e-cess. In bracket, excluding penalty and STT. So if there is income tax debited in the P&L account, it's not allowed. On that, you don't have to pay MAT. Not allowed means disallowed. Disallowed means scratch. If you scratch expense, the profit will increase. Hence, add. Okay? Same way, if there is income tax refund, what should I do? Less. First item, first item. Please don't do it like this in exam. I am clarifying now. Exam में add पूरा करेंगे less. जैसे अभी हम after 10 minutes, the way I solve the problem. That is the way you have to do in exam. Then why am I doing this? Just to give you the comparative grip so that you remember. Okay? Right. Now it is if any provisions or जो ट्रांसफर टू रिजर्व अलग से लिखेंगे. प्रोविजंस अगर कुछ है तो एड बैक करो. अदर देन approved gratuity provision, etc. Are you all with me? If there are any provision for repairs, provision for this, add back the provision because that's not actual expense. That is not allowed. So if you add whatever is then the profit on that, MAT is charged. This side provision se related kuch nahi hai, so I am putting a dash. Third item. Transfer to reserves. If you transfer to reserve and if you debit in your P&L account, dear students, it's disallowed. Why is it disallowed? Because that is not an actual expense. Transfer is not an actual expense. Same way here. If there are any transfers from reserve, transfer from any reserves, रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस से पीएनएल अकाउंट के क्रेडिट में ट्रांसफर किए हैं अगर आपने कोई अमाउंट, हाँ, चेक द फॉर्मेट, कीप वन हैंड in the left side your reserves. They must have given you in first point only amount withdrawn from any reserves or provision, and if it is credited in the P&L account, transfer from reserve or provision to P&L account credit side. Remove it. See, suppose I have transferred from general reserve to P&L account 5 rupees. This 5 rupees P&L account credit side is a part of net profit, but is it my business income? No. So picturize the T format as I gave example yesterday in detail. इसको minus कर दो. Next, now come on the debit side, and fourth item you write down, provision for losses of subsidiary company. Subsidiary company के अगर losses हैं तो निकाल दो. Same way, income from the subsidiary company. Remove it if any. This is just for your mindset. Next, if any dividend is paid, nowadays proposed dividend are not there, but any dividend, if you want, you can write here in detail. Interim and one speed increase. Interim, final, koi bhi dividend. If you have paid dividend, it is not your expense, it is appropriation of profit. So add back. Here nothing will come. Next, sixth point I want to write on the credit side. Section 10, 11, 12, any exempt income. I want you all to write popular exam which comes out of 10, 8 problems. Example, you write agricultural income. Everyone in the class is following how to take down this format. एक बार लिखने से याद हो जाएगा. I know that you all have already understood the format yesterday and it's printed on page number 53. Then what am I doing last 10 minutes? Once if you write, your speed will increase in exam and you will surely complete the paper in 10, say 3 hours. तो speed के लिए हम ये लिख रहे हैं. Suppose if there is any exempted income credited in the P&L account, do you have to pay the tax on that? No. So less. Same way on the debit side. Section 10, 11, 12, related expense. When exempt income is removed, related expense also you remove. Next. Share of profit of AOP. Share of profit of AOP. Remove. Why? Because AOP is already paying the full tax at MMR. So if you receive a share from the partnership firm, share of HUF, do you pay the tax again? 1 minute. इसके लिए ना मैं logical फिर से एक बार समझेंगे. Listen all of you. When you get the share of profit as a partner, do you again pay the tax? No, because partnership firm has already paid the tax. If you get the share from HUF, it's exempt under section 10(2) because HUF has already paid. Same way, AOP has already paid the tax at MMR and all. So if you get share income of AOP and you have credited in the P&L account, remove it, nikal do. So related expense also, if you have debited, what you will do? Add back. It's very easy. It's a challenge after writing this format. Everything you will be able to do it clearly. Share of expenses debited related to AOP. Related to AOP. Any expense if they are related to AOP, निकाल दो. ठीक है? चलो. Now, 8th point I want to write. Specific income taxable at less rate. There are certain incomes which are taxable at less rate, like patent. If you have developed in-house patent under section 115 BBF, it is taxable at 10%. Then can you say patent income bhi P&L mein include hai, uspe MAT pay karo 15%? Why? So if there is any income which is taxable at less rate, I mean say less than 15%. In this, write down example लिख दो. capital gain on securities. You know, certain securities we promise. If you buy and sell that, you'll have to pay just 5% tax in the form of TDS and all. Especially for foreign companies. Specific income taxable at less than 15%. यहाँ पे add करो of a foreign company. We say to foreign companies, please come and invest in India. We will charge only 5% tax, that too in the form of TDS. कोई return नहीं भरना पड़ेगा, कुछ नहीं है. So one is capital gain, another is interest, comma, royalty, interest, royalty or fees. Fees for technical service, I am writing it as FTS. Under section 115A to 115BB. Sections याद रहे तो ठीक है, नहीं तो no problem. But if foreign company is having some income which is promised to be taxed at lesser rate, you cannot charge MAT. So remove that income. Now when you are removing income, 8 point. Expenditure related to specific income of foreign company. क्या करो? निकाल दो. Anyone in the class who is just copying and not following, unmute and speak up in the class. Bolo. Yesterday I have introduced the topic. Today I am giving you the format. Next. Royalty income of patent अंडर सेक्शन 115 BBF. ये बार बार MCQs में भी पूछते हैं तो याद रखो. I'll teach you this in this chapter only later. Royalty income of patent under section 115 BBF, taxable at the rate of 10%. So remove that income. If we are removing that income, then expense related to royalty. Expense related to royalty, taxable at the rate of 10%. अच्छा है, क्लियर है, सबको समझ में आ रहा है. Next, amount of depreciation as per books of accounts. Add back. Then deduct amount of depreciation as per books of accounts minus less depreciation related to revalued asset. Depreciation related to revalued asset. Clear to all of you? Depreciation निकाल दो. Then depreciation allowed है, but minus the depreciation related to revalued asset. Okay? If any amount is debited, amount of deferred tax and provision thereon. Amount of deferred tax and provision thereon. अगर कुछ डेबिट किया है तो. Next is amount of deferred tax and provision thereon. If you have credited anything, then less. Deferred tax is AS22, those who remember. if they anyhow all the provisions you have to add back. Look here, provisions आपने लिखा है ना, तो वहां पे लिखो या अलग से लिख दो, provision for diminution. You know, you reduce the value of the asset, diminution in value of asset. Like you are writing off the asset, you are discarding the asset. तो कोई provision है तो उसको क्या करो, add back कर दो. Because whenever you sell actual loss, so you are allowed only to take, no? 12th point, there is one point I'll make you write afterwards, leave the gap. 13th point. Revaluation reserve related to asset sold or discarded. Such a beautiful point. You all must be surprised. Why add, ma'am? Why not less? When I have sold that asset, related to that revaluation reserve is standing 3 rupees. Is it of any use? No. Debit revaluation reserve, credit your income, add it to P&L, take it as your income, pay the MAT on that. So revaluation reserve related to asset sold. Huh? Those who have missed the class yesterday should keep patience. Solving problem is easier than the way what we are writing. This is when I'm writing, and when you are writing, you should picturize the accounts logic. One asset is sold. I have yesterday drawn the diagram and explained everything. कि asset तो बेच दिया, तो अब क्या करें, revaluation reserve को transfer to P&L account and credit it. If not credited in the P&L. Yes. So bracket very important is if not credited in P&L. Dear students, if revaluation reserve related to asset is already credited in the P&L, what I should do, add or less? I want the answer from all of you. Revaluation reserve related to assets sold is already credited to P&L account. तो वो P&L में पड़ा है, उसको add करूं, less करूं, क्या करना है? What should I do? Someone should answer. What should I do? Yes. Very correct. You know, when we do this juggling called add and less, we should know few times the it is that ignore with a note. Revaluation reserve related to assets sold is transferred to P&L account credit side, and it's already your income properly credited to P&L. On that you are paying MAT. Why do you want to do add and less? Nothing you should do. Ignore is the answer. Then ma'am, why you are adding it? I am adding it if it is not credited. Same way, I have to deduct also revaluation reserve. I am writing here 13th May. Amount withdrawn from revaluation reserve. Amount withdrawn from revaluation reserve. Amount is withdrawn from revaluation reserve and credited to P&L. You have already credited to P&L. You have to remove less. Up to what amount you have to remove? Up to depreciation on revaluation of assets. Depreciation on account of revaluation of assets. So suppose from revaluation reserve, I have transferred to P&L account 50 rupees. But my depreciation related to revaluation reserve is 40. How much I should deduct? 40. On remaining revaluation reserve, you have to pay tax. Clear? You want to write example here or clear? I think इसके लिए क्योंकि बार बार ये आता है example लिख दो. Revaluation reserve related to assets sold. Credited 50. Depreciation for the revalued asset is 40. Then minus 40, not 50. Up to 40. 40 तक माइनस करोगे, बाकी पे टैक्स भरोगे. ऑल राइट. हाँ, थोड़ा ज्यादा देर लग गया ना लिखने में. आई थिंक वी आर गोइंग टू टेक हाफ एन आवर, बट स्टिल इट्स वर्थ इट. चलो, नाउ actual profit or gain on transfer of special purpose vehicle units, SPV. SPV के यूनिट्स जब आपने सेल किए तो जो एक्चुअल प्रॉफिट हुआ है वो ऐड करना है, एंड यू हैव टू पे मैट ऑन दैट. सेम वे 14th item, write down actual loss on sale I have written, or transfer of SPV units. Actual loss. On transfer of the SPV units, you need to deduct it. Same way, add back notional loss. If some notional loss is debited, add it back. Notional loss on capital asset, that is SPV units. SPV के units पे अगर कुछ notional loss you have debited, add back. I want all of you to put an arrow mark like this. But actual loss, deduct. Same way, if there is actual profit, add it. And if there is a notional gain on sale or transfer of SPV units, minus it, deduct it. SPV का full form है Special Purpose Vehicle Units. Detail I will teach you in the next topic of math next week में, business trust. You know, it's like a unit of measure, like kgs and liters. So if you buy the shares of a company, you become the owner, shareholder. तो क्या मिलता है? Shares. If you give loan to the company, you become debenture holder. Same way units, like mutual fund के और होते हैं ना वैसे. तो special purpose vehicle units. Actual profit, add it. Notional profit, deduct it. Actual loss, deduct it. Notional loss, add back. And did you put arrow mark? Superb booster notes I am giving you. Preserve it one day before exam. You don't even have 24 hours. Today I am giving booster notes sparing half an hour. I'll not be giving like this for each and everything. थोड़े आप notes बनाओ class में से जाने के बाद immediately. Okay, this, like we have finished charitable trust. In your own way, can you make the format of how you have computed trust income? Like that. 15th point is over. Now left side we are checking amount withdrawn from reserve is over, amount of income हो गया है, notional gain is over, actual loss, royalty income remove it, depreciation minus the revaluation depreciation, amount transferred from revaluation reserve till the extent of depreciation will only be allowed. Now something which again comes in every problem. Brought forward loss or unabsorbed depreciation as per not income tax. Books of accounts, isko double underline karo. Whichever is lower is deducted. Dear students, the right hand side list is the less wala list. Brought forward loss or unabsorbed depreciation, whichever is lower is deducted. Whichever is lower is deducted. Nice. 16th point is clear. इसके नीचे एक नोट लिखो. Note, only in case of bankruptcy, only in case of bankruptcy of company or company management taken over by central government, both are deducted. Both are deducted. Finish. Brought forward loss or unabsorbed depreciation, whichever is lower is deducted. But I have told you income tax की खास बात है, extra items they give you. So here, if they give you unabsorbed depreciation and all as per income tax, ignore. But as per books, brought forward loss or unabsorbed depreciation, whichever is lower is deducted. But if that company has gone into bankruptcy code and someone is disposing of the assets and all, or the company's management is taken over by central government and all, generally we do it in case of sick companies and liquidation and all, then in that case both are allowed to be deducted. Both are allowed to be deducted. ठीक है? And last one more item to be deducted is profit of sick company. Profit of sick company. Sick Industrial Companies Act जिसको applicable है, अगर company sick company है, defunct company है, तो उसको MAT नहीं pay करना है. And now I want all of you to write one note. If net profit as per books include number 1 profit of SEZ. You remember SEZ gets section 10 AA exemption, वो सब कुछ नहीं मिलेगा यहाँ. Profit of SEZ है या फिर capital gain on transfer of assets. Okay, ignore it and pay MAT on above. Is my dialogue clear? I'll just apply it and solve advanced problem. Basic problems so we have done yesterday. With this format, you will be able to do all the problems. Today we are doing advanced problem. Related to foreign company, 1 or 2 problems I'll take up tomorrow. So if the net profit as per, books of accounts include profit of SEZ. Someone in the class was asking me yesterday, मैम SEZ के प्रॉफिट को क्या करना है? कुछ नहीं करना है, रहने दो, उस पे भी मैट पे करेंगे. कैपिटल गेन मैट पे करेंगे. Had it been normal income, then capital gain taxable at 15% and 20%, and special income special rates, normal income flat rate 30%. But this is the story. Some more notes if you feel while solving the problem you want to write it. Other than this, don't confuse yourself for 43B and all. Ma'am, few expenses are allowed, but then they didn't pay before due date of filing return. अब क्या करें? अभी कुछ नहीं करना है, तो सब पे मैट लगेगा. Shall I close the list? Chat box is on. You can unmute and speak up. Is it worth writing this? Half an hour we took to write this. Before 7 we started and it is 7:22. Solid, strong, mindset अगर है तो 3 घंटे में पेपर खत्म होगा, correct होगा, and be confident to answer whatever question you know first. जो अच्छे से आता है उसको सबसे पहले आंसर करना है. ठीक है, चलो शुरू करते हैं अभी. Let us go to your material now and solve. Yes. See, this is what is the smart work required, dear students. Make yourself every day asking this question, whether you're comfortable or not. Whatever I have learned in tax, in costing, whatever is subject, exam के अगले दिन क्या पढ़ूं? Exam के अगले दिन क्या पढ़ूं? Today you have solved 10 problems of say math. But one problem I'll say, this is very important. This is covering major adjustment. Put a stick on. One day before exam, revise the format, check that problem orally and over. So like this, that smart work, you have to do it now and keep. Okay, right? So let us do right now. We'll have to put a tick marks, which all problems are over. As a teacher, this one thing, I can never take problems in sequence. I think we did the second one in the class, है ना? हमारे पास answers भी हैं ना कल के class में, तो हम देख लेंगे. And I gave some homework also to your students. Which problem we solved yesterday? Second problem, add and less. And then directly seventh problem, okay? Second and seventh is over or anything more? Second is over. Third, fourth are just comparatives. And then we did the seventh problem. Okay, right. Acha, for math purpose, do we give ATG and all those deductions? No. Eighth problem I gave as homework after discussion. Have you done the eighth problem? What is your answer? Share your answer. Be honest to share your answer, whatever it may be. If not, let me know. Do you need one more day's time or done or not done? एकदम clearly बोलो क्या करना है. Did you do the eighth problem? Okay, some of you have done as per the math. Eighth problem, I gave it as homework. Very nice problem. What is the answer for the math? Math only they have asked you, no? Compute the tax liability. No. Then you should do normal also, math also, and compare the two. Because in math, you will not give ATG and all the deductions. Okay. Sometimes, united we stand. Wrong answer also comes correctly for the whole class. ठीक है. No, dear students, that is not the answer, but appreciated that you all have tried. Chalo, then we'll do the eighth problem in the class for everyone right now. What following is the P&L account of Rajesh Limited. Sales, closing stock, revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve ko nikal do up to depreciation on revaluation reserve. General reserve, remove it. Raw material allowed, rent. Are you reading the problem with the mindset of exam? Salaries allowed, depreciation as per books, add. Provisions you are not allowed, go please. Income tax not allowed. Provision for bad debt not allowed. Proposed dividend not allowed. Provision for income tax not allowed. Actual income tax not allowed. Advance tax not allowed. Amount of depreciation included depreciation on revaluation 50,000. So minus करने के बाद we will allow the depreciation. Further, for income tax, depreciation is given that we'll use for income tax. Turnover is 53 crores. If your turnover is less than 400 crore, how much it is allowed? How much tax you need to pay? Regular tax, 25%. And as per books of accounts, depreciation or loss, whichever is lower, but nothing is there. As per income tax, depreciation is also given, loss is also given, so you can deduct both. In homework, if you have deducted whichever is lower, your answer is wrong. I am stressing always on the points which I feel students do wrong when I correct your booster papers. So depreciation and loss, whichever is lower is deductible as per books of accounts. अच्छा है, clear है? Chalo. Let us do 8th problem, and because we have done good number of problems yesterday also and now also, we can go with a good speed which everyone will follow, I hope. Oh, I missed, this booster note I wanted to write in a separate book की जहाँ हम पूरे format एक साथ लिखे. अब आज तो हमने लिख लिया. एक अलग book में पूरे formats हम लिख लेंगे एक साथ. So that one day before exam, just revise that book and it's done. Problem number 8. Yeah, regular income also, because they've asked you to compute the tax liability, to whichever is beneficial we will go. So first we are doing computation of book profit and MAT. Computation of book profit and MAT. Particulars and amount. Start always with net profit. Those who have done, they can enjoy putting audit tick and gain super duper genuine wala confidence. Net profit as per profit and loss account. कल भी अगर आप सबने होमवर्क आंसर ग्रुप में नहीं दिया ना, I'll give you more problems. I'll be doing math only. 1,23,000, 1,23,80,000, whatever it is. Chalo, now add. Add, and after few lines, less. We are in MAT concept. Okay? Chalo. So now first thing is add also, we know the list on the debit side, and less also. So in the less side, we should deduct what? Revaluation reserve. But ma'am, you said revaluation reserve you should deduct till the depreciation on revaluation reserve, which is missing. They have not given. No, they have given depreciation on revaluation reserve is 50, but revaluation reserve is only 25. So pura deduct hoga. Revaluation reserve deduct up to depreciation on revaluation reserve, so whole 25 will be deducted. Transfer from the general reserve, you have credited in the P&L account, but it's not your income. So remove. Now add. First add depreciation. Depreciation as per books of accounts. Add it. 5 lakh. Provisions for contingencies. Add it. 75,000. Income tax. Whatever you may have paid advance tax and all, add back. Instead of income tax, if they give wealth tax, don't add it back. Okay? Right. Provision for bad debts. Add back. Proposed dividend. Proposed dividend. Add back. Provision for income tax. Provision for income tax. Add back. Clear to all of you? All these items to be added and this is to be deducted. Now, depreciation is allowed to be deducted as per books of accounts minus the depreciation on revaluation reserve. Agar included hai to wo nikal do. What is the depreciation as per the books of the accounts? It is given on the debit side, 5 lakh. Everyone is putting one left hand on your material. If anyone is just copying from the screen, you are wasting your time. When I am reading, you all read it. When I am writing, so read from the book. Depreciation, fourth point, 5 lakh. Come down to adjustment number 1. Depreciation for income tax. Sorry, not depreciation for income tax. Depreciation on revaluation reserve is 50,000. This is not allowed. So what is allowed then? 4,50,000. Turnover तो दिया है, ठीक है. And depreciation or unabsorbed depreciation or unabsorbed losses, whichever is lower, is deducted, but will not deduct anything because it is a Because it's not as per the books of accounts. Add का total बोलो कितना आ रहा है? How many of you have done it correctly at from home, this part? Fast. And tell me what is the add total. Some students, smartly, they do excess depreciation. This is 5 lakh and this is 450. वो सब मत करो, please. Don't do that. 13,25,000. See, appreciated. Some of you may be thinking, मैम कैसे पढ़ा रहे हैं हम लोग, फाइनल में आ गए, स्कूल के बच्चे थोड़ी हैं, इतने तक मैंने करेक्ट किया है. See, that is going to boost a genuine confidence. Those who have cleared the exam, I know how this confidence goes into them, every day. तो इसीलिए होमवर्क करना है. Let your notebooks be scratched so that final exam there is no scratching. चलो, is the total correct? Everyone is doing the total. I am just copying the total, what you are giving. No, is the add total correct? Why I am getting different total? Add का total कितना है? Calculation आप लोग करना है. Chat box should go very fast. What is the total of add? Yeah. Add total I was asking. 8,70,000 plus 123, 80,000. So 13 lakh. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for the response. 1,32,50,000. Add के बाद. अब लेस का टोटल बोलिए. What is the less total now? 25,000 plus 1 lakh plus 5,75,000. Yes. Minus that. Yes. So for math purpose, what you are getting? Your book profit for the math purpose. What is your book profit after add and less? Yes, 1,26,75,000. Pay on this tax, MAT. At what rate you have to pay? 15%. And that is coming to how much? 19,01,250. Add on that surcharge. Surcharge आएगा ना क्योंकि income has exceeded. Yes, surcharge will come because the income has exceeded 1 crore. तो बिल्कुल इस पे surcharge आएगा 7%. That is 133,088. Now tax plus surcharge. कितना आ रहा है tax plus surcharge? 1901,250. 2034,338. Correct. And on tax plus surcharge both add, health and education says that is 4%. 81,374. So what is your MAT payable? We don't know if this is correct or not, but pura MAT payable. This is like a full-fledged problem. Those who don't have the problem, I'll again share the screen. Take a screenshot so that you can revise it at home. And yesterday's introduction class, watch it again. 21. Oh, really sorry. Some of you gave this answer correct, no? Yes. Let me go back to the chat box. Yes, then it is correct. Very good. I was asking you the book profit and you were saying directly the answer of the MAT payable. Appreciated. A big clap that in one single class we did 1 or 2 problems yesterday and you got it correct as homework. Means you are following the class. And take it little in depth and link it with your debit, credit and all. Anyways, you have to do IFRS and all that also. ठीक है, चलो, good. For everyone else, those who have not done, did you get it correct? MAT payable. Now let us go for computation of normal income. Normal income for the company as per इनकम टैक्स एक्ट. ठीक है, साथ में करते हैं. स्टार्ट विथ नेट प्रॉफिट एज पर P&L अकाउंट. Please don't compare the last one and this one. वो अलग है, ये अलग है. Now you go to into income tax zone. What Dipti ma'am has taught you in inter, add and less. Those who don't know, please message me in the group. I'll send one video. For this add and less, you have to remember something is debited, disallowed, add. There are some logics. And did you all watch the business head revision video, which is given as bonus to all of you? All revision videos are there in the folder. So watch the revision videos because scientific research, 43B, many things are going to be covered from the revision videos. Final के exam में TDS, deductions, ये सब inters portion and final is going to touch up in this, in non-resident, in many topics. ठीक है? Right. Net profit से start करो please. Start with the net profit and do add. As per income tax also, depreciation as per books of accounts. Can we go little fast? We know now. Depreciation as per books, not allowed. Provisions for contingencies, not allowed. Income tax, not allowed. Add back. Provision for bad debts, not allowed. Proposed dividend, 1 lakh, not allowed. Provision for income tax, 1,05,000, not allowed. एक लाइन छोड़ के less. Revaluation reserve is not our income, not allowed. General reserve is not our income, not allowed. Can we deduct depreciation as per Income Tax Act? All of you know as per Income Tax Act you are allowed to deduct depreciation, and that's already given 4 lakh. If they don't give and they may give you the block of asset, we know how to calculate the depreciation. I know, right? After doing this add and less, what you get, you call it as business income, current year's business income. Add का total कितना आ रहा है? Is add total same? Fast, give the total fast. Yes, is it same? Yes, same total. So we can copy 8,70,000. Less total is not same because depreciation is different. 5,25,000. Now what is your business income as per income tax, on which you should pay 25% tax because the turnover is less than 400 crores. कितना आ रहा है आपका business income? Calculate करके बोलो. 123,80,000 plus 870 minus 1,25,000. So as per income tax, it is coming to 1,27,25,000. Now from the business income, can I deduct both brought forward losses and unabsorbed depreciation? Yes. Brought forward losses I can deduct from current year's business income. किसने सिखाया? Set off and carry forward topic में. Can we deduct unabsorbed depreciation? Ma'am, you said whichever is lower is deducted is for MAT. इनकम टैक्स में तो दोनों डिडक्ट होगा. 66 lakhs. So what is your taxable normal income? Normal taxable income. 25,75,000. And on this, yeah, I took unobserved depreciation and all. So from my business income, I am allowed to deduct both. If there are any 80G and all deductions, that also you give. MAT में नहीं मिलता, यहाँ मिलता. On normal income, what tax you have to pay? 25% as the turnover. As the turnover of company is less than 400 crores 2 years back in the year 2021 में. तो इसके ऊपर टैक्स पे करो 25%. Listen, dear students, shall I pay surcharge? Answer is no, because the income is not exceeding. Now add health and education says 4%. काफी बड़ा problem था. We took more than 20 minutes, but it's a nice problem. हाँ. Just add 25,750. Six lakh 69,500 is your regular tax. I call it as BBIT. Regular tax. Go back and check your MAT. How much MAT you are paying? 21 lakhs. Call it as ABIT, whichever is higher. So as per income tax, you have to pay only 6 lakhs and change. But company is saying कि minimum MAT 21 lakhs to pay करना पड़ेगा. Ma'am, my regular tax is low. Why I have to pay MAT? Minimum you have to pay. Can you take tax credit of the difference between MAT and regular tax? Answer is yes. So now please write down over here tax credit. First is MAT, which is payable ABIT. Dear students, when you take tax credit, don't take MAT and regular tax and then add the surcharge and all. Final MAT. जो भी final MAT है, including the 15% tax, क्योंकि यहाँ surcharge is there. Regular income पे there is no surcharge because the income didn't exceed 1 crore. So what is your final MAT payable? 21,15,712. What is your regular tax payable, including surcharge, ECESS all? 669,500. Now what is payable, that we will check. 14,46,000. I'm really liking this so much. You all are putting your answers in the chat box and you are calculating faster than me. This is the speed required in exam. Some of the students don't bring calculator. They take the totals. हाँ मैम calculate कर रहे हैं, सब correct कर रहे हैं. आप अकेले ही correct total करते हो, बाकी पूरी class गलत कर रही है. करो total calculator में. MAT credit to be carried forward for next 15 assessment years. ये years के बाद से 15 assessment years the MAT will be carried forward. Take a pause, check the whole sum. I just started the class कि MAT is the minimum tax, 15% you have to pay. And for that I have given you the booster notes. Whenever you go on solving, right now we are in the 7th, 8th problem. More than 18 problems we will be solving. Whenever you feel a new point is added, add it in your booster notes. जो note आपने लिखा है. And आज हम भूल गए, कल से हम ना we will do in that separate file. Because for business trust also I'll give you a table to remind to help you the solve problem. Same way for transfer pricing also I'll give you a table. So all the formats you can keep in a separate book called as booster notes. Chalo. Check all and let me know if you have any doubt. Go off screen. Yes, are you all back? Every 1 hour when we extend the class for more than 1 hour, we should all go off screen 2-3 minutes. धूप खा के आओ, हवा खा के आओ, बाहर जाके आओ, जो करना है. चलो. Did you all like this problem? This was a long problem, dear students. Many times in your exam, they're just asking you calculate the book profit or calculate the match. Do that. Don't do income tax side. And I am telling you, this problem was easy. If they ask you income tax, they will definitely give you ATG deduction or ATTTA or जो भी है, अगर individual है, company है, जैसे भी है, तो they might give you the deductions part. So that is one thing I've been continuously telling you. Very important. In fact, I don't know why they don't print in final syllabus. 8 marks is the weightage of TDS topic in the recent exam also. So TDS, deductions, business head, capital gain. These are to be known from 0 to everything. Everything you should know what you have done in inter. वैसे तो सब आना चाहिए, but of course even I can understand कि might be break तो भूल गए हैं, तो ठीक है, time is there, you can recollect. Okay, chalo, let us go to the next sum now. And those who want to take a screenshot of this problem, take it. Isko copy kar lo, so that you have the problem in your mobile phone and then the answer in your notebook. You can revise at home. Shall we go to the next sum now? 8th one हो गया. Reverse चलते हैं. 7th हो गया. I think 6th we have not done, no? 6th did we do or not? Because that is having some income tax and special income, special rates. Yeah, from inter the topics which are important for your final exam, if you want to note down, write down business head, capital gains, TDS, TCS, dono with all your amendments. TDS, TCS, this time when I record the lectures for inter, I'm going to put it in YouTube for sure, because so many students are asking for that. So by way of helping all of you, I will do that. So if I miss out, you can ask me, ma'am, can you share the detailed videos of TDS, TCS and PDF material? I'll send you all in group. Results होना है, बस आपको क्या help चाहिए बोलो. Business head, capital gain, TDS, TCS and deductions. You know, deductions are so important for वो DTA non-resident problem के लिए. तो ये topics you should know. Other than this, of course, they are asking you MCQ from house property, MCQ from salary. But these are like most important ones. Okay? Yeah. For your help only, I have uploaded the gist video in the YouTube. And if you want full inter material, so that you can revise this message, I'll send that book if required by courier. Of course, there will be extra charge for that because that is inter book. But first you watch the videos. The gist of the business head, the gist of the deductions, the gist of the capital gain, all gist videos, revision videos I have put in the folder in your app as inter revision videos. So watch that, and still if you feel you need more material, sure I will share it with all of you. Chalo. Next now. Sixth problem we are doing, and it is really beautiful because it is having two amazing things. Let me talk about sixth problem. Usko welcome karte hain. Welcome इसलिए करना है कि ATG के deductions है. You know, when we give donations, some deductions are 100% allowed. Some deductions are 50% allowed. Gandhi family, I call it 4 or 5 item, and few are allowed. Say 50% subject to 10% of the adjusted total income. So this is one thing covered up. Ma'am, are deductions relevant for MAT? Not for MAT. But for regular income and tax, answer is yes. Set of rules आपको याद करने हैं बेटा, सबको याद करना है. All the losses can be carried forward for 8 years. Only horse races and speculative loss for 4 years. Unabsorbed depreciation. 35 AD specified losses. Anytime. Okay? Indefinite period you can carry it forward. Achha, another thing is, in MAT, though, all the incomes are taxable at MAT rate, 15%. But in our regular income, if you have special incomes, like long-term capital gain on shares, 10%, short-term capital gain on shares, 15%, short-term capital gain on other assets, routine, added to your income. So you remember, casual income, lotteries and all, 30%. So if what I'm talking you're not getting, watch the first video of our CMA final, that is your introduction lecture. There I have discussed normal income, normal rate, special income, special rate, and this is my guessing from that lecture one, surely best of the problems we have solved for marginal relief. Exclusive 5 mark problem you can get for marginal relief. Chalo. Suresh Limited is Indian company and it furnishes you following details for the previous year 22-23. Calculate the income and tax. Income from business is given. Dividend income is given. And there is short-term capital gain on capital asset. So short-term capital gain अगर company है तो routine ही tax होगा, right? In the routine way it will be taxed. Company है तो. And agricultural income, it is exempt. We all know agricultural income. You know, sometimes in the language for agricultural they'll give you rural land income and all. So rural land is nothing but agricultural land. Business expenses already charged from business income include 10,000 revenue expenditure and 30,000 capital expenditure for family planning. Family planning expense, capital expense, they have debited in business expense, but allowed is only 1/5 every year. Write it in your header. ऐसे नोट्स ना हेडर फुटर में ही लिख लेना है, डिटेल में लिख लो यहाँ पे. Capital expenditure for family planning. How much is it allowed? Allowed 1/5 every year. Capital expenditure. Capital expense for family planning allowed 1/5. Revenue expense 100%. जो भी है पूरा allowed. So you'll have to disallow that also for income tax purpose. And then company has debited donations in the P&L account. For MAT, will you add back these donations? Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and all, answer is no. For income tax, yes. Gandhi family is covered in 50% and Prime Minister's National Relief Fund, Communal Harmony Fund and all that 100% direct. ठीक है, चलो. Don't worry, ये थोड़ा एडवांस लेवल प्रॉब्लम मैं ले रही हूँ. मैम इतने डेप्थ में डिडक्शंस आएंगे ना ही आएंगे. चलो. Sixth problem, both the ways we will do it, dear students. दोनों ways में करेंगे. Because what they have asked you for the sixth problem is calculate the total income and the liability. Okay, let us start with math first. Computation of book profit and MAT. Computation of book profit and MAT. Let us start first with income from business. Income from business 5 lakhs. Dividend received during the year. Just go on all the income, you'll have to pay the MAT. Dividend income, हर income पे MAT लगेगा. 20,000 है इंडियन कंपनी और कुछ फॉरेन कंपनी का है, मिला के 25,000. You know, some they have given like this. Sometimes they can say P&L account include dividend and capital gain. रहने दो. पढ़े रहने दो. On that you calculate MAT, don't deduct it. Next is short term capital gain on capital asset, 25,000. Long term capital gain on the capital asset, 50,000. एग्रीकल्चरल इनकम इज एनीवेज एग्जाम, तो हम निकाल देते थे पीएनएल में. Are you getting, dear students? I am not doing any add and less because they have not given the net profit as per the books. Directly they have given 75,000. So what is your total income for the MAT? What about that capital expenditure for family planning and ATG and all? Company has debited donations in the P&L account. Do you need to add back the donations? No, nothing. Ma'am, but donations are not allowed. Yes, in income tax it is not allowed. In MAT explanation 1, did they say add back the donations? No. तो मत करो. What is the book profit you got? What is the book profit you got? 6 lakhs. On this, calculate the MAT at the rate of 15%. That is 90,000. Plus health and education cess 4%. 3,600. So the MAT payable, I call it as ABIT. Very simple problem. 93,600. 1 second, dear students. 93,600 is your MAT. Now we'll go for income tax. Option 2. Computation of normal income as per Income Tax Act and your regular tax. So here I'll take income from business. You know, I'll follow the format of 5 heads which I taught you in total income problems. Income from business, outer column, 5 lakhs. Now capital gain. In capital gain, short-term capital gain, 25,000. Oh, sorry. In business income, really sorry, huh? Business income में add or less होगा ना? That capital expenditure and donation and all. Yeah. So capital gain बाद में आएगा. Income from business, add. Read the first point. Business expense include 10,000 revenue expense for family planning. That is allowed. Capital expenditure for family planning. Capital expenditure for family planning, DA, disallowed. 4/5. 30,000 का 150 allowed है. तो 4/5 disallow होगा. 4/5 कितना आ रहा है देखो. 30,000 का 4/5. 24,000 is disallowed. Take a pause and tell me, is this clear? They said business expense debited in P&L account has revenue expense. Pura allowed. Capital expense, they have allowed everything. But I told you allowed is 1/5. Family planning expense are allowed only for corporates, companies. MCQ के लिए बहुत important है. 1/5. So 4/5 is disallowed, add back. Then they said in P&L account debited is donations. Donations is disallowed, not allowed. It's not allowed as your business expense. How much is donation? 50,000 and 25,000, that makes it 75,000 और 24,000 ये दोनों ऐड बैक कर लो. How much you all are getting your business income? Taxable business income as per normal income tax by doing all add and less. 5,99,000. चले साथ में आगे. Next, now we'll just copy capital gain. In capital gain, you have short-term capital gain, 25,000. Long-term capital gain, 50,000. Total कितना आएगा? 75,000. चलो फिर income from other sources. You know now all the dividends are taxable. CDT, DDT concept. किसी ने बहुत पहले इंटर में पढ़ा है सेक्शन 115O. अब नहीं है. So all the dividends are taxable fully. Indian company से you are receiving 20,000 dividend. Foreign company से you are receiving 5,000 dividend. So 25,000 dividend is taxable. What is your GTI? GTI कितना आ रहा है? 6,99,000. Is my speed fine? Everyone is able to write. Less deduction under section 80G for donation. So Rajiv Gandhi, that foundation, whatever you have donated, how much is donated? 50,000. Uska 50% allowed है, 25,000. And another is PM's National Fund. National Relief Fund है ना, जो PM का 100% allowed है. कितना? 25,000. So what is 80G's deduction? 50,000. Now what is your total income? 6,49,000. Can we calculate tax thereon? Tax जब calculate करते हैं, special income, special rates. What is the special income in this? Long-term capital gain on assets. 20% लगता है ना, शॉर्ट टर्म पे तो रूटीन टैक्स रेट में ऐड हो जाता है. तो लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन on asset, how much it is? 50,000. On that you pay 20%. 50,000 pay 20% comes to 10,000. Okay. And balance income, whatever it is, the balance income, 6,49,000 minus 50,000 कर दो. 50,000 पे तो हमने 20% लिया. अब जो 599 इनकम है उस पे हाउ मच टैक्स विल कम? 30% into 30%, 179,700. 179,700. So what is your normal tax coming to? 189,700. No surcharge. Directly health and education says 4%. प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड कि अगर कोई पीछे रह गए हैं या कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछो. व्हाट इज द टैक्स पेएबल? नॉर्मल टैक्स पेएबल, आई कॉल इट BBIT. $197,288. And revise these quality good problems. Tomorrow also we are doing math, but tomorrow will be the last day. We have done good number of the problems. Number मतलब ज्यादा नहीं की, but quality good की हैं. Rounded off 197,290. What is your MAT payable, dear students? MAT payable is how much? 93,600 minimum. but your regular tax is 197. So obviously you will pay regular tax. Conclusion. If you don't write conclusion, minus 2 marks. Regular tax will be paid rupees 197,290 as it is higher than MAT. Over and out. Ask your doubts. I was expecting someone to ask this question. मैम लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन में 1 लाख क्यों डिडक्ट नहीं किए? वो कहाँ डिडक्ट होता है बेटा? 112A, long term capital gain on listed shares where STT is charged up to 1 lakh, exempt, remaining taxable at 10%. This is long term capital gain on other assets. Maybe you have sold property, building or anything. Then routine tax you have to pay 20% flat. Have I answered correctly your doubt? हाँ बोलो, clear है या नहीं? Once again, long-term capital gain regularly taxable at flat 20%. Long-term capital gain on shares, that too listed shares where STT is charged, is taxable at 10% after 1 lakh. See, I am telling you, if you really want to score super well out of 4 subjects, 1 subject should be very scoring so that you don't lose in exam aggregate. सब में 50-50 तो नहीं आ सकते, कहीं 70-80 आ गए तो somewhere if you get 43-47 also you clear the group. But for that, if you say what is the prayer for income tax, I would say your first lecture. Tax rates, slab rates, marginal relief, rebate, those unutilized basic exemption, those are the concepts. Ekdam pura, and that lecture is there in the YouTube. So don't waste your view hours in the app. Day 1 is already uploaded in the YouTube. वहां से देख लो, so that you save over here. Clear? I'm planning very soon to record the revision lectures also, those who want to attend. Generally, I told you that Saturdays we won't be taking class because every Sunday you are writing exam. This Sunday is the 3rd exam for assessment procedure, including DRP. So prepare for those lectures, watch those lectures and write the exam. But this coming Saturday, I am planning to record a full gist revision of the charitable trust, which you can repeatedly watch with all the amendments of specified violations and 115 BI, which is recently added. So if you want to attend it live, definitely you can. And you have to prepare but simultaneously for Sundays. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने जब से Saturday revision lectures लेना शुरू कर दिया आप Sunday का exam miss कर दें. I am giving you time. You prepare whole Sunday and write it Monday morning. By Monday night max, you should upload the papers. Those papers only I'll correct and give. Like charitable trust, I have already uploaded answer also. So if you have written the exam, check for yourself. The answer also, those who have not written, मत करो ना. Be very honest to yourself. दीप्ति मैम को थोड़ा इधर उधर घुमा भी लोगे खुद को. You cannot fool yourself in the final exam, and you all are being very honest in that matter. Chalo, one more last small problem and then we'll close for today. Yes, 6th, 7th and 8th all done. I think 9th one is very easy. Will you do it as homework? Only you have to see. Now here boldly it is saying compute MAT. Ma'am, then shall we do the regular tax and tax? No, please just compute the MAT. अगर MAT पूछा है तो MAT ही कर लो सिर्फ. 75 lakhs, 24 lakhs, add, deduct 20 lakhs. Interest on financial institutions not paid before due date of filing the return. Nothing you will do. What happened? Someone joined and a lot of sound came. Please put it on mute. Okay. So, interest on financial institutions, if you have not paid on due date, it is disallowed in 43B. But for MAT purpose, ignore. Provision for doubtful debts, add back. Uncertain liability, add back. Transfer to general reserve is not your expense, so add back. Net agricultural income, if you have credited, remove it, because on that you don't have to pay the tax. Amount withdrawn from the reserves, and if you have credited in P&L, remove it. Brought forward loss and unabsorbed depreciation are 12 and 10, whichever is lower. So 10 is allowed. Sure, promise you all will do it in the notebook and give the correct answer. At the most एक page waste होगा, थोड़ा ink waste होगा, homework की आदत डालो with stopwatch. Write the duration in your notebook, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. That is, talking to your subconscious mind. वी आर तो वर्किंग वेरी हार्ड, बट एक सबकॉन्शियस माइंड रहता है, अरे नहीं दीप्ति तेरे से नहीं होता, अरे इसको समवन इज इनसाइड टॉकिंग नेगेटिव मेनी टाइम. So you have to head on face. That's what I have put in today morning. Head on face that challenge and stop that chatter. So talk positive. Pay attention to your language, what you are talking to yourself. Okay. So this 9th problem, I want all of you to do it on your own. 10th one I am doing right now, and then we are closing. Just very easy problem it is. Net profit is given to you 100 lakhs. Provision for income tax 8 lakhs. Proposed dividend depreciation includes revalued asset. Profit of SEZ, nothing I will do. It's already credited in the P&L or debited in the P&L. रहने दो. Provision for demonetization, simply add back. Investment के लिए अगर कुछ provision किए हैं. Brought forward loss is for 3 years. What is the total? 12 lakhs. Unabsorbed depreciation is for 3 years. What is the total? 10 lakhs. Which one you will deduct? 10 lakhs. Let us solve it together in the class. अभी करते हैं इसको खत्म. चलो. Problem number 10. I'm also keeping a track, but you all also keep a track which problem is over, which is pending. साथ में करते हैं. One more I'll give as homework. 10th problem, we are doing it now. Very simple. Computation of book profit. Computation of book profit and MAT. For the financial year 20 to 23, everything is the same. So we should know that. Yes, start writing it also. $100 lakhs. Everything is in lakhs. So can we write in lakhs so that we can complete the problem fast? Can we do like this in exam also? In lakhs, in thousands, yes. Net profit as per the profit and loss account. It is how much? 100 lakhs. Now, add back. Provision for income tax. Not allowed. Provision for deferred tax. Debited. Not allowed. 8 lakhs. Proposed dividend. Very simple and exam level problem. ऐसे ही पूछते हैं. 20 lakhs. Depreciation as per the books of accounts. Add back 12 lakhs. After few lines, write down depreciation is deductible in 12 lakhs. Revaluation reserve का जो depreciation है निकाल दो. Remaining 10 lakhs is deductible. The remaining 10 lakh is deductible. Profit of SEZ कुछ नहीं करोगे. And next is provision for permanent diminution. Provision for permanent diminution. Chalo. Brought forward loss or unabsorbed depreciation. What is the brought forward loss? 12. What is unabsorbed depreciation? 10. Whichever is lower. So 10 is deductible. Oh yeah, look at the watch. 5 minutes and it's done. Because there is no 43B, there is no capital gain, nothing. Simple. Add का total कितना आ रहा है? 57 lakh. 157. Less का total कितना आ रहा है? I think system is tired. It's not turning up. 20 lakhs. So what is your book profit for math purpose? 137. Compute the book profit. Bas. Yeah. If you want, you can calculate the MAT tax and all, but क्यों करना है? When they have asked you, just compute the book profit, compute the book profit ना. If they ask you the tax liability, we should do. Okay? So let me give you one more homework. Is this problem clear to all of you? Okay? Right. Take one more homework. One homework is 10th problem, so we have done right now in 5 minutes. Just calculate the book profit. I have given you 9th problem as homework. One more homework I want to give. Go reverse. 7th ho gaya. 6th wala was very nice problem. Huh? 5th problem. 5th problem you all should do as homework. 5th problem and 3rd problem is one-liner. Already the book profit is given to you. 60 lakhs. And your regular income is given 12 lakhs. Can you compute the two tax? Okay? One-liner problem it is. So do this as homework. Tomorrow we are going to do advanced problem for MAT with Ind AS effect and with your foreign company. If foreign company is earning in India, then what to do? Achha, 5th I already gave as homework yesterday. What is the answer for that? Say the answer then. अब भी खत्म करते हैं 2 मिनट में. 5th प्रॉब्लम का आंसर कितना है कल जो किए थे? Answer for the 5th one. Have you done it? I to give as homework, but if you have done it, then share the answer. We'll finish off and close that one. Others should also do it as homework, na? Yeah, that is the correct answer. Very good. That is the correct answer. Let's keep it secret. Let everyone do it. Okay. That's all for today's class. You know, it takes patience to attend the class like this, wherein like you are everything, you are writing the notes also, you are doing the calculations also, and all putting together we are doing the class. Booster notes, revise it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me tomorrow. That's all for today. Thank you so much, all of you. Yeah, one question which you have, I'll surely clear it, ma'am. In case of order to check applicability, listen now. Both you check separately. book profit of the company on which I have to apply MAT. If book profit exceeds 1 crore book profit, तो वो 1 crore पे टैक्स निकाल के 15% पे put surcharge 7%, 12%. You know the surcharge rate. Now go to your regular income. If your regular income after add less 43B deductions all, if your regular income is say for example crossing 1 crore, then on regular income also surcharge. So on, that's why I'm saying when you compare the tax, don't just compare MAT and regular tax. On MAT, surcharge, e-cess, all final tax. On regular income, maybe surcharge may not be there. आज के एक problem में MAT पे surcharge था, regular पे नहीं था. But फिर MAT पे surcharge was there, but the tax was low. Here surcharge is not there, but the tax is high. So you compare final tax with e-cess. Whichever is higher, you need to pay. Have I cleared your doubt for the surcharge? And rate of surcharge and all detail we have discussed yesterday in the beginning of the class. Scroll back, MAT ke piche tax rate, types of the company, everything is given. Okay? I hope your doubt is clear now. Or koi doubt? Pucho. All right, that's all for today. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.